Okay, we have in this trough here two Clematis, we believe, Montanas growing together. It's this time of year when we're coming to late September when it's looking a bit tatty. So we're going to try to improve it so it doesn't look quite so much of a mess. But what we've got to be careful is, if it is a Clematis Montana, they flower early in the year. So we've got to be very careful what we do to it, as opposed to what we can take off and what we can't take off. We're going to tidy it up by reducing its height, by taking it just pretty roughly down to the level of the trellis. However, inside the plants themselves, we're going to identify parts which we're going to leave and parts we're going to get rid of. So new growth like this, nice new green growth, we're going to leave that for now. However, some of the older growth we're going to try to take out. But you've got to be careful with these older bits because they might look like there's nothing on them, like this bit here, so I can take that out. But some of the older growth is actually quite good, like this piece here looks very old and woody, but as you go down it you find some new growth coming. So what we'll do is we'll trim it down to where the new growth is appearing, whereas the older ones where we can't find any new growth on it all, we're going to take them out completely as far down as we can go. And hopefully this will mean that next year this what we now believe are meant to be Clematis Montanas will flower more than they have done this year, because I think we've got the pruning regime better. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so we have another Clematis in our garden growing up against the garage wall here. It is, we believe, a Clematis Viticella. We're not sure what the variety was because it was here when we moved in. There's no labels or anything like that. Flowers in July, so that means that as things stand, I mean it's late September here, and it would appear to be reflowering. We've got some extra flowers up here and we've got some new flowers appearing. We've got some new flowers appearing over in these bits here, so we're gonna have to be careful about it. These pieces here have also got some new flower buds on. This bit down here is more what it looks like usually at this time of the year, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Whether it's because it's been really warm in the first part of September or not, I don't know. But as things stand at the moment, we're going to leave this alone. We're going to leave it alone until it completely dies back, it loses all its leaves sometime around about November, December, and then what we usually do is we chop it back quite far. This is everlasting sweet peas which are growing in amongst it, and we usually chop it back quite far to these rather thicker woodier stems at the base here.